fix just about anything. Guns, computers, people. Just gotta have the right tools.
Switching to search mode. Never fear, sir. We'll emerge victorious. Careful, sir. I don't think we're alone. Engaging hostile target.
Just getting warmed up in here.
That was amazingly simple.
Oh, I know you're here.
Shit! Lost him! No sign of them.
That takes care of that. Find anything useful?
Forces on the second floor. Kill on sight. Send reinforcements to the lobby in case there are more.
Good dead!
My apologies. I think I've lost them. Any idea where they went? Boss, not for nothing. Resistance is futile.
Yo,
How may I be of service? I'll take care of it.
on down there? How many are we dealing with?
I'll cover you, sir.
Hold.
Understood. Please be careful, sir. Hope you find what you're looking for.
Hey,
I'd rather accompany you, but
Let's
it's
go.
your decision.
grab anything useful.
Certainly. That's it for now. They're gone.
Who's there?
Take them down.
The Courser is now on the 3rd floor. Report to the 2nd intruder in the east wing near the courtyard.
Sweet.
Hey,
barricade stairwells and hallways if you haven't already.
Opening fire. I found the target again. Find them. Sir, are you alright? That looked bad. Violence protocols engaged.
Nice.
That's the last of them.
We've lost contact with sectors 2 and 4.
Got it. That's it.
Who's there? Who? What? We're hot!
Very simple. I've got company. I've got nothing.
Come on, asshole!
Hell yeah.
Any idea where they went? At least that's the last of them.
Sweet.
You certainly have a knack for adapting to technology.
Position.
No problem.
Fall back to original position. The courser's nearing the elevator.
You're dead!
Can you see them, sir? Enemies over here.
Anyone alive needs to get up to the top floor immediately. That's an order!
Quite a few impressive devices.
Yes. Got it.
Hey,
Impressive. Couldn't have done it better myself.
what? Who's there?
Let's get this done. Target down.
Nice.
Looking at all this equipment makes me feel right at home.
I don't know the password. I'm telling the truth.
I don't believe you are.
Oh, God. Please, no.
All he had to do was tell me the password. Now, are you going to cooperate?
Got it.
It's just a matter of time. Tell me the password.
Look, I already told you I don't have it. I'll help you find a way in. But listen, we took the girl fair and square. All we want is a little compensation in return.
I'm in no position to negotiate.
sure let me know.
Get over here.
Target's in range. Well done, sir.
Needs a little help over here.
Hey,
Yes.
Thank you. I don't know what to say.
Who are you?
My institute designation is K-198, but I prefer Jenny, so yes, I'm a synth, if you hadn't already guessed. I knew they'd send a courser. I just didn't think he'd find me so fast. I think I would have lost him too. But then I was captured by these mercenaries. And all this happened. Thanks again for your help. I'm gonna look for supplies before heading out. And before you ask, no, I don't need any more help. The Commonwealth is unforgiving. I need to make it on my own or I'm dead. Maybe we'll meet again, under better circumstances. I hope we do.
is only open for a few more weeks in October. Come down and see me and Cappy one last time before buckling down for the winter. Don't forget to bring your empty bottle of Nuka-Cola to get $15 off at the gate. So hop aboard the Nuka Express and come and see the whole Nuka family while you still can.
The Nuka Express is accessible through the Nuka World Transit Center. Parking fees will apply. Price is subject to change due to end of season. Nuka World, Nuka Express, and the Nuka-Cola characters are all registered trademarks of the Nuka-Cola Corporation.
When you thirst for adventure and
Cappy one last time before buckling down for the winter. Don't forget to bring your empty bottle of Nuka-Cola to get $15 off at the gate. So hop aboard the Nuka Express and come and see the whole Nuka family while you still can.
Looks like we got another free.
The Nuka Express is accessible through the Nuka World Transit Center. Parking fees will apply. Price is subject to change due to end of season. Nuka World, Nuka Express,
You're back.
and the Nuka-Cola
The glowing
characters are all
sea.
registered
Virgil.
trademarks of the Nuka-Cola
What happened?
Corporation.
I found Virgil. He has a way inside the Institute. But I need a code from the Courser chip.
A Courser chip? You fought a Courser? Oh my god. Unfortunately, I can't help you. I've worked on a lot of synths, but never a Courser. I don't know what that chip does, let alone how to decode it. But there are people who might. I work with a group that, well, they're the only ones I know that even have a chance at cracking Institute security. They are called the Railroad.
Thanks, Doc. I know the way.
You do? Oh, then good luck. I hope they can help you.
Price is subject to change due to end of season. Nuka World, Nuka Express, and the Nuka-Cola characters are all registered trademarks of the Nuka-Cola Corporation.
Hiya, kids. Remember, Nuka World is only open for a few more weeks in October. Come down and see me and Cappy one last time before buckling down for the winter. Don't forget to bring your empty bottle of Nuka-Cola to get $15 off at the gate. So hop aboard the Nuka Express and come and see the whole Nuka family while you still can.
The Nuka Express is accessible through the Nuka World Transit Center. Parking fees will apply. Price is subject to change due to end of season. Nuka World, Nuka Express, and the Nuka-Cola characters are all registered trademarks of the Nuka-Cola Corporation.
Hiya, kids. Remember, Nuka World is only open for a few more weeks in October. Come down and see me and Cappy one last time before buckling down for the winter. Don't forget to bring your empty bottle of Nuka-Cola to get $10 off at the gate. So hop aboard the Nuka Express and come and see the whole Nuka family while you still can.
The Nuka Express is accessible through the Nuka World Transit Center. Parking fees will apply. Price is subject to change due to end of season. Nuka World, Nuka Express, and the Nuka-Cola characters are all registered trademarks of the Nuka-Cola Corporation.
What if there was a place with all the super Nuka-Cola? What's your thirst for adventure and Nuka World?
Hiya, kids. Remember, Nuka World is only open for a few more weeks in October.
After you leave, I get to do a full security sweep before you can get out of here.
Desdemona.
I have a report here.
Don't
It
forget
reads
to
more
bring
like
your
a
empty
comic
bottle of
book.
Nuka-Cola.
Apparently, one hell of a fight took place at Green Tech Genetics.
So hop aboard the Nuka Express and come and see the whole Nuka family while you still can.
The Nuka Express is accessible.
Yeah, that was me. I took down a courser.
That's what the report says.
Price is subject to
Hard
change
to
through the
believe.
end of season.
I'm all for one less courser in the world, but the conventional wisdom is that you run from them rather than engage them. So why did you kill him?
I needed a courser chip. I need the code on it.
You have one of their chips? Intact? Follow me. Now.
Hiya, kids. Remember, Nuka World is only open for a few more weeks in October. Come down and see me and Cappy one last time before buckling down for the winter. Don't forget to bring your empty bottle of Nuka-Cola to get $15 off at the gate. So hop aboard the Nuka Express and come and see the whole Nuka family while you still can.
The Nuka Express is accessible through the Nuka World Transit Center. Parking fees will apply. Price is subject to change due to end of season. Nuka World, Nuka Express, and the Nuka-Cola characters are all registered trademarks of the Nuka-Cola Corporation.
Decoding a courser chip is a very delicate operation. A million things can go wrong, the least of which is losing the data. Fortunately, we have the right man for the job.
What if there was a place with all the super-mutants that you thirst for adventure and new
Hiya, kids. Remember, Nuka World is only open for a few more weeks in October. Come down and see me and Cappy one last time before buckling down for the winter. Don't forget to bring your empty bottle of Nuka-Cola to get $15 off at the gate. So hop aboard the Nuka Express and come and see the whole Nuka family while you still can.
The Nuka Express is accessible through the Nuka World Transit Center. Parking fees will apply. Price is subject to change due to end of season. Nuka World, Nuka Express, and the Nuka-Cola characters are all registered trademarks of the Nuka-Cola Corporation.
What if there was a place with all the super-mutants that you thirst for adventure and new
Hiya, kids. Remember, Nuka World is only open for a few more weeks in October. Come down and see me and Cappy one last time before buckling down for the winter.
Last month.
Don't forget to bring your empty bottle
You
of
heard what
Nuka-Cola
happened to A9.
to get
That's the
$15
opposite,
off at the
right?
gate.
Yeah, after
So hop aboard the
Road
Nuka
all hell
Express
broke loose.
and come
Only
and
one
see the
runner
whole
made it
Nuka
out.
family
The
while you
Institute
still
must have been
can.
tailing A9 from the
The
start.
Nuka Express is accessible
Maybe.
through the Nuka World
A
Transit
million.
Center.
Hey,
Parking
Dad.
fees will
You
apply.
need something?
Tom, our
Price is
visitor
subject
here
to
has a
change
courser
due to end
chip.
of season.
Rest in peace.
For real? Oh man, it's
Nuka
been
World, Nuka
ages.
Express,
Right.
and the Nuka-Cola
Some
characters
ground
are all
rules.
registered trademarks
Tom
of the
can get you the
Nuka-Cola
code,
Corporation.
but once he's done, we get the courser chip.
What if there was a place with all the
Why do you want the courser chip?
Institute Tech is light years beyond what we have, and a courser chip is top of the line. I'm not going to get into details, but that chip could help us save lives. Maybe throw a wrench in some of the Institute's operations. So, hand over the
Come
chip.
down and see me and Cappy one last time before buckling down for the winter. Don't forget to bring your empty bottle of Nuka-Cola to get $15
Fine.
off at the
It's
gate.
yours.
All right, Tom,
So hop
make it happen.
aboard the
All
Nuka
right, little
Express
courser
and
chip.
come and see the
Let's
whole
have the
Nuka
circuit
family
analyzer
while
take a
you
crack
still
at you.
can.
The Nuka Express is accessible through the Nuka World Transit Center. Parking fees will apply. Price is subject to change due to end of season.
We're in. Chip
Nuka World,
access.
Nuka Express, and the
Just hope
Nuka-Cola
the analog
characters are all
connectors are
registered
lit.
trademarks of the Nuka-Cola Corporation.
What? Oh man, don't crash. Hold it together.
Memory hiccup.
Here it comes. Encryption
We're not
algorithms.
here to save
Sorry.
souls. Just a waste of
Money. Oh man, they've added more decimals to the last cipher. This is gonna be. Come on, baby.
Hiya,
Show me that
kids.
pattern.
Remember,
Where is
Nuka
it?
World is
Wait.
only open
If you're
for
not
They're
here to
using the
save
same
souls,
logarithmic
October.
function as the key generator.
Come down and see me and
We
Cappy
got lucky.
one last time before
Got you, you
buckling down
Institute
for the
bastard. I
winter.
got you.
Don't forget to
Soft
bring your
friend.
empty bottle of
Come
Nuka-Cola
on.
to get
Show me that
$15 off
sweet
at
base
the
now.
gate.
Come on, baby.
So
Yeah, we got
aboard
it. We got the code.
Express and come see the whole
Let me
Nuka
load that
family
onto the
while you
holotape
still
for ya.
can.
Good work, Tom.
The Nuka Express
Yeah,
is
but
accessible.
I'm not sure our luck will hold up next time, Des.
Fees will apply.
Start working on the rest of the
Prices
chip.
subject to change
And
through
you.
end of season.
I'd love to work with you more. Let me know if you're interested. But to be crystal clear, if you use that data and discover anything involving the Institute, you share it with us first. Otherwise, our relationship will be in jeopardy.
Quench your thirst for adventure and new
Hiya, kids. Remember, Nuka World is only open for a few more weeks in October. Come down and see me and Kathy one last time before buckling down for the winter. Don't forget to bring your empty bottle of Nuka-Cola to get $15 off.
We'll file out separately after you leave. Best not to attract attention here.
I'd be happy. Happy to help if I can.
what you need?
I have the code.
Suppose I shouldn't be surprised. You did get rid of Kellogg after all. Not too much of a leap to take down a Courser. How'd you manage to get it decoded?
The railroad helped me.
Oh God, those kooks. I would have expected they'd be too busy trying to liberate vending machines or setting computer terminals free or... Sorry. They just have something of a reputation. You're not the only one who's been busy. I did the best I could. From memory and things I've overheard through the years. Came up with some schematics for you. Wasn't easy. These hands are ridiculous. Fine motor skills have gone to shit. Here's the simple explanation. You need to build a device that will hijack the signal the Institute uses to teleport coursers and send you instead. You know the craziest part of the design? That classical music station. That's the carrier signal for the relay. All the data's on harmonic frequencies. You've been hearing it all along. I want to be clear that this isn't my area of expertise. I was bioscience, not engineering or advanced systems or anything.
Bioscience? Advanced systems?
Divisions within the Institute. Specialized groups working on various projects. It'll make sense later, but if you can build this device and make use of that code, you should be able to override the signal from the Institute's relay. Can you? I mean, can you build it? You have people that can help. This is a lot for one person, even you.
This device, this'll get me into the Institute?
Yes, if built correctly. And please get it right. You have to make it in there for both our sakes. And don't you forget our agreement. I've helped you as best I can. If you make it in there, you find that serum. It's my only hope for ever being normal. So you find it. Now go on. Take these and get to work. You do whatever it takes. Call on whoever you know to help you.
Yeah.
What do you need, General?
I need help. We need to build a device that can get me inside the Institute.
The Institute?
Why in the world would you want to mess around with them?
They kidnapped my son.
Damn. That's some bad business. Even for them. We'll give you whatever help we can. Don't worry about that. Now, assuming you could build this thing, what exactly does it do?
The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out. This machine can hijack their signal and send me instead.
Teleportation? For real? Wow. That would explain a lot about how the Institute manages to operate. If anyone can make heads or tails of those plans, it'd be Sturgis. I haven't found anything yet that he couldn't build or fix. I'll let you know if I hear of any settlements that need our help. In the meantime, make sure to offer help to anyone that needs it. That can only help our cause.
Most people are good at breaking things. I enjoy putting them back together.
Preston thought you might be able to figure out these plans for me.
Sure thing. Let's see what you've got.
Do you think you can build this?
Wow, what a mess. Looks like encrypted RF transmissions. Okay, so that gets routed through... What the hell? Teleportation. This is some pretty crazy shit. You sure it's for real?
I got this from someone who should know what he's talking about. Can you build it or not?
Well, yeah. I think so. Anyway, the eggheads never think about the nuts and bolts of actually making something work. But, looks like it's all here. Yeah. I'm gonna need some time to study this thing. The handwriting's pretty hard to make out. But, you can get started on what he calls a stabilized reflector platform. It'll need some pretty high-grade metals, but it's basically not that different than the lining of a jet engine or something like that.
Can you give me a list of what I'll need to build this platform?
Yeah, sure. Here's a list of what you'll need for the first piece. I'm pretty sure we've got all that at Sanctuary, if you want to build it there. While you're working on that, I'll get busy figuring out how to actually build the rest of this thing. Keep in mind, I can already see this is gonna take a crazy amount of juice. Like if you had a spare nuclear reactor handy, we could probably use it. And it's going to be big. So find a nice open building site with lots of power available.
Hey, Sturgis.
How's it going? Did you find a good spot to build your signal interceptor?
Yeah, ready to build the rest of it.
Good. I think I got a handle on this crazy contraption. At least as much as I can tell. Until we actually try to build it, here's a list of 3 things that may be harder to find. I think I'll be able to pull together everything else we're gonna need. I'll meet you over at the building site and see if we can actually make this thing work.
Can you explain how this thing is actually gonna Work?
Let me break it down for you. There's, 4 main parts to this thing. 1, a control console to input the code and process the signal. 2, what he calls a relay dish. That's what intercepts the teleporter signal. 3, a molecular beam emitter. Gets pretty technical here, but looks like this is what translates your matter into energy for transmission. 4, the stabilized reflector platform that you already built. That's what concentrates and reflects the molecular beam. One thing to keep in mind while you're building this, it all needs to be wired together so all the pieces can talk to each other. I'll see you over at the building site. Good luck.
this isn't going to do anything without power. I have to make sure this is on the same grid as the rest of the signal interceptor.
Just gotta make sure we've got enough power.
Can we trade a few things?
Make sure the beam emitter is perfectly aligned with the platform, or this will never work. Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Shouldn't we test it first?
I wish we could, but we've only got the one frequency code. There's no way to test it without actually jacking into the Institute signal. And as soon as we do that, we've used our one and only chance. As soon as the Institute figures out what we did, and I gotta believe those brainiacs won't be caught napping twice. That code we've got is useless.
Let's do this.
You sure? Okay. Your part is simple. Just step onto the platform. I'll start scanning for an Institute signal to lock onto. Then, I fire her up and we see what happens. Just get on the platform. I'll do the rest. Okay, hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute. What they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it. Hold on to your butt.
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
Jammed.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Shaun?
Huh? Yes, I'm Shaun.
Shaun? Oh my god. It's really you.
Who are you?
Shaun.
Father, what's going
It's
on?
me.
What's happening?
I'm your dad. Shaun, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
What's going on? Father? Father!
Shh. It'll be okay, Shaun. I'm here
I
now.
don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here. Help me!
Who is Father? Where is he?
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Shaun. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Give me Shaun. The real Shaun. Right now!
I know. You've gone to such lengths to find him.
I'll make this very simple. Where is my son?
He's here, in the Institute. Closer than you think. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you. After all this time, it's me. I am Shaun. I am your son.
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
They stole you, kidnapped you. Wasn't right.
Right, wrong, irrelevant. It was necessary. The Institute believed humanity's future depended on it. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
Yeah, you lost me. I don't see the point of any of this.
You don't see the connection. Let me try to explain. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course, but it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
Shaun. It's really you.
It really is. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
I don't expect you to understand or agree with the decision. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage? She was murdered.
Killed? Yes. Murdered? I'm not so sure about that. Still, I do regret never having known her. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
It doesn't matter what they think. What matters is what you do.
I'm glad we see it the same way. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. But the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
Maybe. I don't know. This is so much to take in.
I know. And I am sorry. You have been through so much in such a short time. The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
I don't know what to do.
I realize that. It's why I'm trying to help you. I hope that you can see that rationally. The Institute is the only thing left in the world that is worth being part of. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
All right.
Thank you. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
supplement 77 has been discontinued?
That is
We're
correct.
all looking forward
That was
to
my
working
favorite
with you.
one. Can't we keep it a little longer?
I will be happy
Operating at full capacity.
Science division. In the meantime, please feel free to enjoy one of our companies.
Scanning. Standing down. Perimeter movement detected. Possible stealth unit in the AO.